Alright, so I'm going to be continuing where I last left off. Traces of a Dream. Abydos Student Council 1. Let's see. Finish organizing the data collected overnight. I have a general idea of what to do next. Alright, this is right before the explosion happened. Still on standby. Can I provide any assistance, Kuroko-sensei? Thank you, Plana. Where's Arona? Arona is asleep. Right. She is what you would call a sleepyhead. Instead, you may simply count on me, the diligent one. Thank you. In that case, if you don't mind, hand over the task to Plana. Understood. The task is simple. The task is simple. I will complete it right away. But more importantly, you require rest, Sensei. All-nighters are detrimental to your health. I know, but there's no time. We need to go to Abydos. Understood. In that case... And then the explosion happens, right? Abnormality detected. Banana, what's wrong? Underground dweller. What is this? My calculations are off? Impossible. How? What just happened? An explosion? But I'm fine somehow? Did Plana protect it? And that was a close call, Sensei. Oh, it was Arona. Arona, what happened? A Shally building exploded. But right now, Plana... Is Plana injured? For your safety, activated emergency protection. I see. But this is the extent. Oh no. Plana? I'll never let you get hurt again, Sensei. Plana, are you okay? She'll be fine, Sensei. She overdid herself and lost consciousness. But aside from that... Is the building collapsing, right? Consciousness. Curious. That chest's defense system is strong, significantly stronger than my calculations predicted. The weapon that tore down the walls of Jericho, the Ark of the Covenant, it appears I underestimated it. Weapon that tore down the walls of Jericho? It bears no significance. I will adjust my calculations, my strategy, and futile it was not, after all. Second strategy. The body's limits cannot be overcome. This maxim holds true. In a way, away from that limited body of yours, important conversations are taking place without you, Sensei. Sleep more, wake up, do as you please. It'll be much too late. Ah. Now then, shall we continue our games? Sensei isn't answering. Do you think perhaps something happened? Maybe they overslept? While we haven't been able to get a hold of them at times, they've always showed up early when we made a promise. What about Hoshino? She's not answering either. Seriously, what the heck is everyone doing? There's a flashback. Oh no. The sun's risen already. I should get going. Shiroko, Sensei. Well, everyone's waiting. Ah, that Shiriko. She really made me. She really gave me a run for my money yesterday. She's really getting stronger. Maybe she'll be stronger than me soon. Ah, my Shiriko used to be so adorable, but now she's a handful, even for this old timer. Time flies, huh? This place hasn't changed one bit. I mean, what else do you expect from an abandoned ghost town? Please, please sign this for me. Huh? Is it a dog? Or is it an NPC? Oh, okay. Yeah, they are dogs, right? It's a residential petition for environmental improvements in Abydos. Aw. We need everyone to band together if we're going to demand action from the corporations. No, sorry, not interested. What a fruitless struggle. Excuse me, if it's not too much trouble, would you sign my petition? Please? Yume's trying so hard. No, it's pointless. Nestus is leaving anyway. So what's the use of trying to improve anything, especially the environment? Ah, hey, you there. Please, don't leave. Hey, you over there. Please, don't leave. Hey, yes, you. I recognize you. You're a new student, right? If I remember correctly, your name was Hoshino. Oh, is this when they first met? Huh? Is it not Hoshino? Was I wrong? Come back, Hoshino? We're holding a presentation on increasing patrols to enhance safety in the district. Please join us and share your views. Here you go. Please take this flyer. Hoshino, hi! Aw. Don't go. Please wait just for a second. I wanted to talk to you. Huh? Oh. Thank you. Oh, I'm honored. I've never shaken hands with a famous person before. Is she famous? Famous? You know me? How could I not? You're the really powerful but really bad temper new student everyone can't stop talking about. Well, technically it's a rumor I started, but still. After all, you were the one who got rid of that group of troublemakers terrorizing the area, right, Hoshino? And you made those gangs stop fighting each other. Yup, it all really helped Abydos. So as the student council president, I really wanted to show my gratitude. Thank you, Hoshino. So, Yume was the one that started all those rumors. You need to go home, President Yume. Shady people come out with the dark. It's not safe. Is that so? But I still have a lot I need to get done. Wait. But how did you know my name? Hey, it's already so late. I haven't gotten enough signatures and have so many flyers left to hand out. I need to finish gathering signatures here by the end of the week. That way I can start on another street next week. She's so hardworking. It does feel a little creepier when it's this dark. Maybe I should listen to Hoshino and head home. What's with this chick? Oh? What's this? Some safety patrol presentation from the Abydos Student Council? Are you an Abydos student? Huh? Y'all hired us and then stiffed us. Do you even know the problems you caused? Well, you see, what you gonna do, huh? There's interest now because you took too long to pay. Interest. And the petition. Oh, no, she's trying. What's this, huh? Don't do that, please. I need to hand those out to more people tomorrow. Does it look like I care? This is perfect. I was in a horrible mood, so I think I'll take it out on you. Hoshino. Hoshino been watching Yume all night. Hoshino? Did I or did I not tell you it's dangerous that night? Are you stupid? Do you not have ears? Sorry. The streets are crawling with lowlifes. Don't you know how lawless Abydos is, especially at night? You, what the? I remember your face. You'll regret this. You okay, President Yume? Yes, thank you, Hoshino. Why didn't you fight back? Common thugs like that should have been easy for you. I guess, but trying to fix a problem with violence isn't really fixing anything. It just continues to cycle. And if you keep resorting to fighting, soon that's the only way you'll know how to resolve conflict. Don't kid it. If we don't fight, then how are we supposed to fix things? That's the question, isn't it? Anyway, go home. Those guys might come back with some friends. Hoshino? It's a residential petition for environmental improvements in Abydos. We need everyone to band together if we're going to demand action from the corporations. Signatures for environmental improvements. Hoshino, what are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? Yume's face is so great. Those thugs from yesterday might try to get revenge. You want to protect me? No, I'm using bait to lure them out. Me? Yes, the Abydos Student Council has tons of enemies, and since you're the Student Council President, you're the bait. Huge bait. Haha, really now? I think you're being dishonest, Hoshino. It's written all over your adorable face. Somewhere deep down in there, you're worried about me. You're reading it wrong. Then, and who's adorable anyways? Hehe. Well, you might always be scowling and trying to look scary, but you're just putting on an act, aren't you? I can see the real you behind that scowl. It's much more, how do I say this, adorable, cute, sweet. What are you even saying? If you keep spouting nonsense, I'll leave you here. Thanks, Hoshino. It's comforting to have a strong, dependable junior like you around. Don't you have work to get to, President? I help you out with your student council work. Just this once. President feels so stuffy. What about Miss Yume, or just Yume, would make me even happier? Are you listening to me? Yume Hoshino interaction are so great. It's so wholesome. Abydos Student Council 2. There's nothing here, Yume. No luck here either? Another failure. sorry, Hoshino. I've been crushed by frustration and despair. This is where it ends for me. Please get up. You're embarrassing me. I simply can't go on. Take care of your Hoshino. I'll never forget everything you did for me. Will you please stop? Huh. This might have been a failure, but maybe in the next one, success could be just one stop away. It's nothing. It's going to be the same no matter where we go. If this Abydos President's exhibition hall with all those valuable treasures actually existed, the previous student council members would have found it and sold everything off ages ago. It's just we're in there digging. I know, right? Let's go back. This is a waste of time. We shouldn't have gotten excited about a fantasy treasure hunt. Oh, it is. But you were so excited. You rushed over here super fast when I told you about it. You're just back in grumpy mode because it was a dead end. No, it's more so... Anyway, you dropped your notebook. Ah, my notebook? Phew, I almost lost your precious notebook, Hoshino. What a close call. Don't associate me with that notebook. More importantly, don't lie on the floor like that again. What would people say about the student council if they saw you? Yes, ma'am. Look, Hoshino, it's a water bottle you can wear like a backpack. Should I get one? No way, it's so expensive for what it is, and it's going to be bulky if you need to make quick maneuvers. Aw, really? Eek, 10,000 yen? That is pricey. Our money would be better spent on ammunition. We're always in short supply. That's true. I have a question. Yes? How did you become the student council president? Not to be rude or anything, but I didn't hear any news of an election, and you're the only member of the student council to begin with. Don't worry, you're completely right. I didn't become president through any kind of formal procedure. Really? Hehe, you see, before the previous student council left, they conducted a show of hands vote, and ta-da! I became the president. Huh? You became president off of some raised hands? I can't think of a more informal way for you to be elected. Yup, I guess this Abydos doesn't have any sort of administration infrastructure, as how they've been elected presidents for a while. Huh. I mean, that's just a vote, I guess. That should work theoretically with a large number of students. Those students didn't care about running the student council at all. They just offloaded the dead weight onto you and ran away. No, Hoshino, it wasn't like that at all. I didn't become president by a matter of convenience. I wanted it. I wanted to be president. Really? Really? I thought I might be better equipped to protect Abydos if I had more authority and responsibility. Although, now that I'm thinking about it, becoming president didn't exactly give me all that much power. But I worked hard in my own way to prepare for the position. Prepare? Oh, with the notebook, right. Ta-da! The official student council president notebook! What was that big sigh, Hoshino? Believe it or not, I'm being super serious. I've been keeping a daily activity log. You're telling me this 150 yen kitty notebook is your preparation? It's not just a kitty notebook. I told you, it's the official Abydos Student Council President notebook. Although these days, it reads more like a diary. Don't make that disapproving face. It doesn't change how I feel. And one day, this precious log will be yours, Hoshino. No way, not in a million years. Why not? Right, you're not even an official member. I'm sorry for overstepping. You turned down all my invitations to join student council, but for some reason, I thought you'd always be by my side. You made so happy. Well, wait, no, that's not what I meant. I just don't like the design. What, really? I thought it was really cute. What about banana is cute? You've got terrible taste. Maybe you're just not into fancy stuff, Hoshino. Oh, or is it because it's not a fish? Huh? I don't like fish. What are you talking about? I saw a sparkle in your eye when you were at the market. Looking at that whale notebook, you just couldn't tear yourself away. You should know, Hoshino, nothing escapes me. I was so not, and more importantly, whales aren't fish. Yeah, they're mammals. Really? Huh. But you think they're cute anyways, right? Yume! Uh-huh. Did you find it? Yume. Hoshino? What are you spacing out for? We've gotta hurry and find this thing so we can head back. The temperature in this area drops fast once the sun goes down. Look, over here, Hoshino. Isn't Abydos' night sky just so bright? It's because we're out in the middle of nowhere. There's no light pollution from the city to dull the views of the stars. I see. More important than stargazing, redirect your attention to the ground. We need to find that citizen's lost item and get back home. According to their information, it should be somewhere around here. Jeez, why are you always accepting these pain in the butt requests? Well, because it's wrong to turn away someone in need of help, isn't it? Oh, let's go. Ah! The wind's picking up. Hoshino, it's a sandstorm. We need to leave right now. The white bag, the compass, where? Ah, I forgot to bring the compass again. Aw, again? I even reminded you to pack it up. We're screwed if we get lost in the desert. I know, I'm sorry. It's okay, I had a feeling, so I brought one. Wow, you're the best, Hoshino. My amazing, dependable... There's no time for compliments, so run, hurry. I really can't get a hold of Sensei or Hoshino. How long do we have to wait here? Can you hand me the welding rod, Sirica? Nanomi and Shiriko dropped bored of waiting and wandered off. Hammer, please, Sirica. The former student council president. What happened to her? I wonder. Hoshino really didn't want to talk about it. Does your back hurt, Ayane? It's okay. During times like these, keeping my hands busy helps me clear my head. Clear your head? Sirica. Let's break into the student council room. Oh. Huh? You sound like Shiriko right now. Isn't that the classroom they use for storage? It's always locked. There has to be answers about the student council president there. Probably. But Hoshino might get mad. Maybe we should ask her. If it was just a regular storage room, it wouldn't be locked up the way it is. We've regarded it as Hoshino's personal storage and left it alone. But if there was nothing to hide, it wouldn't be locked up. Yes, we have no choice. We need to go see. But wait, Ayane! Is Hoshino gonna arrive? I guess I'm here. Huh? Why is the water cloud outside? Uh-oh, Ayane must be real mad. I guess I should stop dilly-dallying before I get in more trouble. We're here, Hoshino. This is the brand new Abydos. You can market it that way, but we're just being forced into one of Abydos' annexes. You're not wrong there. And all the other students left. It's just you and me now, Hoshino. The last students of Abydos High School. Oh, she's sad. No. They were gonna leave eventually anyways. I don't care about them. We can't blame the people who are just looking to ease their suffering, Hoshino. It's really the natural disaster's fault. Consider how hard it must be to leave the place they called home. Some of them for their whole lives. It doesn't matter, not a single person decided to stay and protect Abydos, their so-called home. You did, didn't you, Hoshino? And I'm here too, right? You put it that way, yeah. Yep, so our last two students of Abydos will have each other's backs. More so than ever, right, Hoshino? I protect you no matter what. You never seem to mind getting hurt, but you can use me as a shield. No way, you're the weak one, so I protect you. Huh? Well, you're not wrong, but it's only because you're especially strong. A senior is supposed to look out for her junior, you know? Yeah, I get it. That's why, well, I just feel like I should put in more effort. So here, take it. Huh? What is it? Is it the registration for student council? A student council membership form? You mean it, Hoshino? You changed your mind? I didn't change my mind. More so, I just don't have anywhere left to run. It's not about the student council. Being with you feels natural. I don't really see any other options than staying with you, but that doesn't mean I'll take the notebook. Hug. Wow, there aren't words to describe how happy I am, Hoshino. I'm beyond happy. Is this a dream? Or maybe a miracle? Yeah, that's definitely it. It's a miracle. I can't breathe. At this rate, I might die before this miracle plays out. Wait, that's right. I can't let this moment slip by. We need to take a picture. A commemorative pic to remember this moment forever. A commemorative picture? I don't think this situation really warrants that, Yume. What are you even saying? We're celebrating. Of course we need to take a picture. Come here, Hoshino. Perfect. Next, look over here, Hoshino. Close. Too close. We're definitely touching. Not yet. Come closer. Come on. Don't be shy. You're holding me way too tight, Yume. I'm gonna suffocate. Back off. Ta-da! Aw. Good old memories. This is our new student council office. What do you think, Hoshino? It's small. It really is, but still. This is a new beginning for the Abydos Student Council. I know, it's just the two of us, the president and vice president right now. But someday... Someday? Someday, this whole place will be filled to the brim with our underclassmen and fellow members, right? Aww. That sequence of memories is great. It works really well here. Excuse me? One sec, Ayane. No one really uses this room anymore, so it might be super dusty. Huh? Not a speck of dust. I was expecting it to be a disaster in here. You're right. It appears it's been pretty well maintained. Do you think it was Hoshino? But what reason would she have to keep an abandoned room clean? Oh, is Hoshino gonna come in here? Oh, Shiroko. Whoa, Shiroko? Did she break it? No, no, me. Yeah. Wait, Shiroko and Nomi too? Are those brooms and dusters? You were the one cleaning? Yes, that's correct. But what are you two doing here? I see. So everyone came to the same conclusion about the situation. If Student Council President Yume's halo was really destroyed, we need to know why. Yes, I agree entirely. But have you been maintaining this room all this time? Well, yes, just here and there when it crossed my mind. I never told Hoshino. However, it appears to just be a collection of odds and ends in here. There's something here. Cabinets? Ah, those. Third year Kuchinashi Yume and first year Takenashi Hoshino must be their lockers. They probably used it during their time as student council president or student council members. That's what I'd assume. The student council president's cabinet is empty, but Hoshino's locked? Let me try. Shiroko's gonna break in. What the heck is that, Shiroko? Why is the high school girl carrying around a lockpicking set? Consider it a hobby? It's okay, it's already open anyway. Phew, I got scared that you're gonna get in trouble with Hoshino. I did still open it without her permission. I wouldn't say we're in the clear. What's inside? Weapons and equipment. A bulletproof vest, extra sidearms, all this equipment. They're probably Hoshino's from a long time ago. They're well maintained though. That's some serious firepower. Was Hoshino gonna fight a one-woman war or something? Is Hoshino here? Oh. Hoshino? Whoa, busted! Hoshino, Whoa, what are you rascals up to? That day. I guess, but trying to fix a problem with violence isn't really fixing anything. It just continues the cycle. And if you keep resorting to fighting, soon that's the only way you'll know how to resolve conflict. I didn't become president by matter of convenience. I wanted it. I wanted to be president. We can't blame the people who were just looking to ease their suffering, Hoshino. It's really the natural disaster's fault. Is this a dream? Or maybe a miracle? Yeah, that's it. It's definitely a miracle. Oh, I got caught. Back then, I was so full of rage. I was angry over Abydos' state. Angry that every time you thought maybe you could relax, another sandstorm would devastate us. Angry about the unrelenting desertification, endless days without rain, the brutal cold of the desert at night. The irresponsible students who abandoned Abydos, apathetic citizens, and the incompetent former student council. Criminals who took advantage of hard times, the pitiful adults. The student council president who had no sense of urgency, who kept making mistakes. But most of all, myself, me who couldn't solve anything. I was angry about everything. That's not exactly right. I believed it in my rage. I thought it was the only solution. As if the strength of my anger would somehow just fix everything. Ta-da! Look, Hoshino, I finally found one of those old Abydos Oasis Festival posters. Can you believe the Oasis used to be the size of a lake? Here, take it as a souvenir. It's incredible, isn't it? If we had some kind of miracle, maybe people might start coming back here. Just imagine it. Miracles don't exist. Something like that isn't going to happen. What? Who the hell is gonna come visit some random spot in the middle of a desert? For once in your life, will you stop daydreaming? Sorry, Hoshino. It's because I'm a dummy. Talking about miracles, luck, fortune. You're the president of the Abydos Student Council. Learn to take that responsibility more seriously. She ripped up the poster, right? That's when that day came. That day, Yume had cooked up some trouble, and as usual, I was cleaning up the aftermath. Trouble? Something small. Some thugs who had wandered into the Abydos district started a fight, and Yume went to break it up. Instead, she almost got herself kidnapped. Seriously? Serika doesn't have any say in that. I think that from the beginning, it was a trap set for the student council president, for Yume. In the end, I had to intervene and dismantle the gang entirely. If I think about it, they were definitely outsiders. Anyone from Abydos would have known our student council wouldn't have been sent to their name anymore. We haven't been Kyoto's financial powerhouse for a long time. I was just mad that day, angry about everything, frustrated, and at the end of my rope. Like I said, it was such a small thing, but I just couldn't handle it. Occurrences like those happen all the time, but I just lost my cool that day. I left her and went home by myself. I was just lashing out. I didn't mean anything I said. I was just going to give her the silent treatment for a few days and then come back. So I turned off my phone, lazed around for 2 days, and came back to the school. But by then, Yume was gone. Hoshino feels so bad about it. I'm back, Yume. Forget what happened, I'm totally over it. More importantly, Yume? And from that day on, the search for Yume consumed me. I searched all over Abydos. The CG. Or searching for Yume. I'm sorry, Hoshino. The signal is cutting out. There was an urgent matter, so I had to cross the desert and a sandstorm. Hoshino, I'm sorry. I forgot the compass again. I wrote you a note, but I'm leaving you a message here too. Please be sure to get my notebook. I left it for you. It should be easy for you to find. Hoshino, And then Yume was found in the Abydos desert 33 days later. She must have gotten stranded by a sandstorm when she was trying to cross the desert on this urgent business. Once the storm hit, she probably strayed off the path to avoid it, but the storms changed the landscape of the desert, and there was no desert signal out there. I had no way of making contact with her. She couldn't find her way back. The causes of death were dehydration and exhaustion. Seriously, I've been looking for you for so long, Yume. I recovered Yume's remains, as well as her weapon, shield, and other belongings, but I couldn't find her notebook. I searched and searched for even a hint of a clue about her urgent business and what really happened, but I couldn't find anything. Where in the world was this place she left her notebook? I tried everywhere I could think of, but it was nowhere to be found. That notebook has to have answers on what happened to her. Just why is it that I couldn't find that damn notebook? If Nephthys was somehow involved in Student Council President Yume's death, then I... Why, Yume? Why? Oh, what a bad time. Yikes. Huh? The doorbell again. It's me. Isn't that Overseer So? Apologies if I startled you. I've come with the Nephthys officer for our appointment. Did you forget? Maybe. May I come in, miss? Butler? I've come to discuss the secrets of the Trans-Desert Railway. Yes, I've been waiting. Should we get out of here? Yes, let's go to the Foreclosure Task Force room. Please sit down. Much appreciated. So this is the Foreclosure Task Force. To think I would end up here under these circumstances. As I said yesterday, Overseer So is employed by Nephthys and an ally. She exhorted me here after all. I'll stay out of the conversation for now. How long has it been? 2 years already? Have you been well, miss? Very much so, thank you. How are your funds? If we would like to exchange your current card, I can provide you one with a higher limit. No, please don't bother. I don't use it very often actually, but I do appreciate it, thank you. I see. Now have you any thoughts on returning? Huh? Return? Yes, we can re-enroll you at Highlander at any time, at a moment's notice. Oh, Hey, you're obviously making her uncomfortable. Yeah, get to the point. Yes, well... I disagree. This line of questioning is perfectly valid. After all, Highlander and Nephthys were preparing to enter into an industry alliance at the time of Naomi's withdrawal. Her decision to remain in Abydos nearly ruined that. It was us who had to accept Naomi's stubbornness and bear the brunt of that loss. Therefore, isn't it rude for you to treat us in this manner? Oh, keep it together, Kuroko. We ain't cause any more problems, okay? Yeah, I wasn't trying to. It matters not. If you wish, I will fight you at any time. Come. Please, contain yourself, soul. My apologies, miss. I swear my intent in coming here was not to force you to return. Yes, I think it'd be best to move on to the reason for this visit. Yes, that was it. The hidden treasure of the Trans-Desert Railway. To get straight to the point, the Trans-Desert Railway was a front for a project to make an asymmetric power weapon led by the Abydos Student Council and secretly executed by Saint Nephthys. What? The Student Council? Asymmetric power weapon? You're talking about a weapon? Yes, correct. The name of that weapon is the Train Cannon Schemata. The schemata was designed to be a massive cannon, or rather, a weapon fortress. It would have exceeded all conventional standards in terms of caliber, weight, range, and destructive force. The Trans-Desert Railway, stretching like a web across the vast Abydos desert, wasn't meant for freight or passenger trains, but instead, a strategic explosive fortress weighing over a ton, equipped with an ultra-long-range cannon capable of firing a 1,200mm high explosive shells at ranges up to 500 kilometers. Can you fathom it? It's a plan that started out with such a grandiose and delusional idea. Completion would have meant the capability to exert an unimaginable amount of control over all surrounding districts, a symmetric power. A weapon? Please, wait a moment. Why would the Abydos Student Council wish to construct something like this? Shouldn't it be obvious? It was an appealing tool meant to be used to solve Abydos' debt problem. Tool? As I said, with such a powerful weapon, Abydos would have countless avenues to profit from. Perhaps not legitimate avenues, but that's hardly uncommon in Kubotos. That's... Schemata, isn't that the name of the previous Student Council president? That's right, the Iron-Fisted Guru, Schemata. Huh? Who is that? A legendary Student Council president who earned the nickname when she ended the chaotic reign of 70 rival presidents, leading Abydos to its golden age. What? 70? Well, I'm not originally from Abydos. I've learned some of its history. Abydos was once the richest and most powerful district in Kubotos. It's said that all other districts both feared and admired it. Their deliberate choice in name is rather interesting, isn't it? It made their intent clear. That's right, there's no better to make money than a powerful weapon in this city. Hoshino. Do you mean to say the Trans-Desert Railway was in reality Nephthys' deceitful plan to cover up the manufacturing of this weapon? No, not at all. I was not an executive, so I may not know all the details. But I can say with confidence that building the Trans-Desert Railway was the original intent. The plan for the train cannon was a later addition. Someone suggested a cannon to the Student Council as an attempt to salvage the troublesome and unprofitable project. What? Who? Who would do that? That... I'm afraid I do not know the answer. The project was conducted under such secrecy. You can calm down, miss. Nothing came of the project. As she said, in the end we were tricked, scammed. We were forced to conclude that the idea itself was nothing more than a delusional fraud. The sheer size of the schemata far surpassed any existing weapon. Logically, there's simply no way something of that magnitude could even function. And that was ultimately its greatest limitation. Despite the designer's confidence, they weren't able to make the train cannon's engine run. Both we and the Abydos Student Council were deceived. Thus, they stopped the project. The train cannon was left abandoned somewhere in the Abydos desert. And that was until very recently. Now with new algorithms and simulation results, we believe we can successfully develop the train cannon. I'm not sure if the original engineer created the design anticipating future capabilities or if it was simply confidence, but it's a treasure trove of innovative technologies ahead of its time, a mobile strategic weapon whose existence alone can serve as a deterrent to other districts. You can consider the train cannon a gold mine essentially. As you well know, people are coming out of the woodwork trying to act quickly before the rest of the world finds out about this gold mine. That is precisely why the private equity fund is so obsessed with securing the rights to operate the Trans-Desert Railway's auxiliary facilities. So they're trying to access those facilities to use the cannon. This train cannon is considered an auxiliary facility of the Trans-Desert Railway. Secure the rights included in the bond and you secure the train cannon's operating rights. Their intentions and motivations may differ, but the varying factions of the private equity fund are all vying to profit from the train cannon. They approached Nephthys, who had long since forgotten about the abandoned project, and proposed an investment. The Trans-Desert Railway is a cautionary tale to us, a historical artifact we hope to somehow preserve, so we accepted their offer. By the time we learned of the true nature of the project, it was too late to withdraw from the private equity fund. And we couldn't simply allow the train cannon to fall into the greedy hands of the other members either. You are right on that. At least, if a weapon like that is controlled by evil people, it's Abydos that'll be caught in the middle of a massive conflict. Can't we just bust it up? Do you know the location of the train cannon, Butler? No, neither we nor the private equity fund have any idea where it is. To begin with, this project was highly confidential. It wouldn't have been beneficial to anyone if the details came out, so any related documents were likely destroyed. I see. Come to think of it, the private equity fund did approach us regarding the location of the train cannon. It's only a matter of time before they find it. Once the Highlanders resume construction of the Trans-Desert Railway, they'll discover the train cannon's location rather quickly, I'd presume. The Highlanders themselves don't know of the train cannon's existence, but the fervent passion for trains and top-notch skills will make them short work of the task. On top of that, the private equity fund endeavored to secure the train cannon through a legitimate contract. If we were to destroy it, the fees we would require to pay the damages would be astronomical. Legitimate contract? Yes. They are rather fixated on the legalities of everything, likely because ownership of the train cannon was difficult to identify. The principal party is the Abydos Student Council, the executor is Nephthys, and an entirely different party designed it. All the while, the rights are tied up in a bond. From a business standpoint, they're conducting themselves correctly. They're looking to settle any legal issues to avoid future complications. Does Kaiser not know about the existence of the train cannon? Why did they sell the bonds without a second thought? Even if they are aware, I doubt they have much interest in the train cannon. The Kaiser president seems to be focused on the Sanctum Tower at the moment. And regardless, Kaiser's profit margins from the bond sales are something of a dream. They likely don't care about an unsubstantiated rumor compared to that. But that was when something unexpected occurred. Some Highlander students discovered a contract signed by the previous Abydos Student Council president. I'm not sure as to how or why this contract exists, but now that its existence is known, the private equity fund has realized that the rights to the train cannon will not pass on to them. Wait, do you know anything about the contract? Why did the student council president proceed with this contract? What was happening at the time? Hoshino. My apologies. As I said, we weren't even aware of the contract existence until the Highlander students happened upon it. We're still in the dark about how or why. Nephthys was on the verge of bankruptcy at the time. We were occupied with selling off our assets at whatever price we could. We saw the rights to the Trans-Desert Railway as worthless and sold them to the student council. In any case, the private equity fund is looking to get this contract squared away as soon as possible. It's important to them that everything in this process is seen as legitimate in the eyes of the law. This is why they're rushing to hold the general creditors meeting so they can officially nullify the contract. Tomorrow's meeting, noon at the Abydos Central Station District Office. That's correct, they approached the Abydos Student Council, the private equity fund's debtor, to officially notify them of their requirement to attend. If the student council's representatives attend the meeting and forfeit the contract, or if they fail to attend, the contract will be void and the rights will revert to Nephthys, the original owner. What? Doesn't that mean... Unfortunately, no. The rights will technically return to Nephthys, but Nephthys is now a member of the private equity fund. Just like the bonds that were purchased under Nephthys' name, the rights will belong to the private equity fund. We wouldn't be in a position to dispense anything. Then, there's only one option left. I'll go to the general creditors meeting and declare our intent to uphold our end of the contract. That would be the logical conclusion. Then the rights of the train cannon will remain with the Abydos Student Council. Right. We'll have to find a way to make the payments, but at least the private equity fund won't be able to get their hands on the train cannon. It'll buy us time to find the train cannon in the desert and destroy it. That's it then, right? Problem solved? Technically, yes, but... No, your plan will prove difficult to achieve, Takanashi Hoshino. The private equity fund is well aware of all of this. They will do their utmost to prevent you from attending and certifying the contract. What? Try to stop her? How? It's simple. They intend to blockade the Abydos Central Station District Office. Hundreds of mercenaries will stand in the way of you and the meeting. What? The private equity fund's hired hands have likely already begun setting up their blockades. They'll be defending the district office with armored vehicles, helicopters, and anti-aircraft guns and barricades. I see. Good. The additional troops can be stationed over there. Move out. Time to get to work. Excellent. The helicopters are here. Have the armored vehicles secure their designated positions, and have the market guards strengthen their blockade zones. Good. Does everyone understand the plan? Naturally, we'll complete the work we've been paid to do. The train cannon is a part of the Gehenna Tyrant Emperor's legacy. There's no reason to leave it languishing in this desert. Gehenna Tyrant Emperor's legacy? Oh, right, here. Fortify the barricade here, as thick as you can. Bring everything you can, whether it be an excavator, bulldozer, forklift, everything. If she doesn't arrive by noon tomorrow, the train cannon is ours. Just try and attend this meeting. Seriously? They're going that far? Hundreds, you say? Against that many troops? How can just the 5 of us? Well, what about Sensei? Maybe if Sensei's there. No, there's no justification or shallot to get involved with private business transactions. What? Why not? Those private equity jerks are the ones being dishonest and messing with the contract. No, Setika, there's no way to prove that. What do you mean? Why do you think they're holding the meeting at the Central Station District office? Dozens of Trans-Desert Railway lines intersect right at that point. I understand. Besides the auxiliary facilities, the private equity funds owns all the rights to the Trans-Desert Railway. Yup, officially, they're just gonna say they're defending their property from trespassers. That's so unfair. But who will attend the meeting? Just Takanashi Hoshino? Or all of you? Huh? Well, obviously, all 5 of us. Hoshino doesn't agree with that. I posed my question indirectly. More aptly, will the Abydos Student Council attend this meeting, or the Foreclosure Task Force? Sorry? That's... Student Council President Yume wrote the contract listing the Abydos Student Council as the principal party, and only the Abydos Student Council. Only one of the two can be acknowledged as your school's legitimate student council. The other will be shut down. Well, that only has any bearing if you successfully force your way in. For now, we need to focus on how to break through defenses. You make it sound like that'll be a walk in the park, Shiroko. She's right, it's impossible. We'll need to find another way. There is another way, miss. It's easy. Straightforward. Re-enroll in the Highlander Academy and become the student council president. Excuse me? I will instate you as the Highlander student council president. You become an officer at Neftis and you will have the authority to void this contract. Oh. So they're trying to take Nonomi away. As both a Neftis officer and the Highlander student council president, you'll have both factions of the private equity funds in your hands. It should be well within your power. That would work. I'd have to leave Abydos, but also rejected. What she said, I don't even want to hear that kind of nonsense. How will we ever agree to Nonomi leaving us? I have to agree. I can't go along with that plan. I won't leave Abydos. I can't even consider it as a solution. I suppose that's to be expected. It's rather difficult to break the stubbornness of yours. There is a third option, but based on your attitudes, I don't believe it would be a possibility either. A third one? What is it? It is rather drastic, I must warn you. I don't care how drastic it is, please, tell us. I will do as you ask. The third option is to nullify the original Trans-Desert Railway sales contract. Huh? You will have to declare that the Abydos Student Council, the principal party of the contract, was a fake organization that had no rights to act as a student council. What? Oh, Shino doesn't take a liking to that. In other words, we would certify that Abydos Student Council compromised of Guchinashi Yume and Takanashi Hoshino was an imposter organization and not the official student council. Now, how is that a solution? It's my understanding that the student council president was elected by a simple raise of hands vote by the previous student council. It wouldn't necessarily be difficult to deny the legitimacy of such an unofficial process. Takanashi Hoshino, a member of that student council, would simply need to attend the meeting and confess to this fact. If we, the other party of the contract, acknowledge the admission, the contract itself would be nullified. More effective than the contract being cancelled or suspended, it would be as if it had never existed in the first place. The Neftis would own 100% of the rights to the train cannon regardless of our affiliation with the private equity fund. What are you even suggesting? For us to use that kind of method? I did tell you it was likely impossible. There you have it. I've told you the great secret of the Trans-Desert Railway, but it appears you have no solution for the issue at hand. You have until noon tomorrow. After that, the private equity fund will have what they want, the train cannon. We will do our utmost on our end, but please contact me if you settle on a plan of action. I will see you in the general creditors meeting tomorrow. Oh, and please ensure the private equity fund doesn't get the word of our conversation. Goodbye for now. Hmm. Now, this is no time to be twiddling our thumbs. Let's hold a meeting of our own. Hoshino. This old timer will be just fine, Nonomi. The clock's ticking, remember? Our deadline's by noon tomorrow, so we'll have to figure something out tonight. We've got to put our heads together and focus, right? Yeah, like Hoshino said, we'll think of something. Okay. That's our Shiroko, always the positive one. Everyone, try to learn from Shiroko's lead. What are you saying all of a sudden? Haha, there's too much tension from all these complicated matters. How about we take a break and then reconvene? A foreclosure task force beginning. Oh. Heh, that was a bit aggressive of me. What's your name, petty thief? Is this Shiroko? Shiroko. Tsunookami Shiroko. That's a nice name. So, Shiroko, what you doing all the way out here? This place might be in ruins and all, but it's still an Abydos satellite. Well, actually, Abydos High School. I've never seen that uniform before. Right? And it's way too thin to be a winter uniform. Hey, what school are you from, Shiroko? I don't know. Huh? I just woke up here, and I don't remember anything, except my name. What kind of story are you selling here? Is amnesia a new thing the kids are trying these days? This old-timer must be out of the loop. Old-timer? Do you mean your name is the only thing you know about yourself? No academy? No a phone number? Nothing else at all? What shall we do, Hoshino? What a pain. Let's get inside and continue this conversation, Shiroko. This isn't exactly a good place to share a cup of tea. Huh? We're taking her with us? Here, it's cold. Put this on. A scarf? It's not much, but it'll help you keep warm, at least a little bit. There, better? Warm. Hehe, looking good, Shiroko. Now this old-timer bought that scarf on sale, but you better still take care of it. Yeah, I will. Why are you looking at me like that, Nonomi? You keep calling yourself an old-timer. Oh, do I? Plus, you just did this heh laugh that I've never heard you do before. Really? Aren't you imagining things? Just my old-timer laugh. You said old-timer again. Ah. Achoo. We gotta get indoors. Shiriko's nose is starting to run. Oh, you're right. Hurry. Shiriko, it's this way. Aw. He's so cute. Ah, perfect fit. Some students left their uniform behind, but they barely wore it. It's practically new. I hope you don't mind for now, Shiroko. I'll buy you a new outfit as soon as I can. No, it's okay. Well, it's just that, an Abydos uniform. Shakes head. Heh, she likes it. I can at least buy her a new uniform. That one's an old design. We have to force our way in. Are we back to that? How are the 5 of us supposed to break through hundreds of troops? We can do it with proper preparations. We will need intel on the number of troops, supply lines, their scouting routes, and any CCTV locations. No way, I know you're good at robbing banks, but this is totally different. Yeah, but if it's Hoshino... Hoshino? Heh, my bad, I was just reminiscing on the good old days. To think, just a year ago, Shiroko was an adorable little girl with a runny nose. Now she's a grown-up high schooler delivering terrifying lines like she's reading the news. Yep, it was like that once upon a time. Why are we talking about the past? When I look at Shiroko, I get a little sad sometimes. Where did that cute little kid go? You're not even that far apart in age, and it was just a year ago. You're still super cute, Shiroko, so it's okay. Yeah, it's already been a year since we created the Foreclosure Task Force. Oh, Shiroko following Hoshino around. Huh, Shiroko? Bring it on, it's a showdown. Shiroko looks so cute. First year Shiroko. Shiroko? A showdown? I don't listen to anyone who's weaker than me. So let's fight, Hoshino. Heh, is this the fiery challenge of youth? Okay, I got it. I'll take you on. What, Hoshino? But just so you know, I've never lost a one-on-one fight in my life. I might even be the strongest person in Kibotos. You still want to go, Shiroko? Yeah, I found you once. I fought you once, so I won't lose this time. What happens if you lose then? Do I get to do whatever I want to you? Fine, whatever you want. Heh, no take backsies, okay? If you lose, you have to stay in Abydos forever. You have to accept this old-timer as your upperclassman. Like I said, whatever you want. Hoshino? Excuse me, what's all this, Shiroko? The whole pile appears to be scrap metal. Screws, bolts, empty shell casings. Where did you get these? Stole them. What? Stole them? From where? From the scrap dealer in town. I can earn money if I resell it to the scrap dealer and help pay off the school's debt. Reselling to the place you stole them from? I guess that's inspired? Call them, Nonomi, right now! Yes, okay. Shiroko, you can't do stuff like that. Why not? Why? Well, because... This is where you ran off to. You stole my truck. Huh? Truck? What truck? Shiroko, you stole a truck too? Yeah, the whole truck. I killed 2 birds with 1 stone. I'm sorry I shouldn't go here. She doesn't know any better. I'm sorry, I have a credit card so I'll cover any damages. No, first things first, we have to properly repent, don't me. Huh? Yes, we're sorry, we're really truly sorry. You too, Shiroko. Okay, I'm sorry. You think I'll just let it slide like that, huh? Okay, just this once. Don't ever let me catch you again. Yes. Thank goodness he's letting us off the hook. Right, Shiroko? Yeah, next time I won't get caught. No, that's not the lesson to be learned from this time. Well, it's fine. I had thought all these students at Abydos turned tail already. I guess there are some still left. Oh, stop by if you ever have any scrap you need to sell. I'll see you around, Abydos students. I guess that's Ayane who usually sells to her, scrap dealer now. Oh? Hoshino, Shiroko, come. Look, the cherry blossoms are budding. Heh, would you look at that? Winter's finally ending. Yeah, before we even realized. Even though it felt never ending at one point. What are you gonna do, Nodomi? Is it time for you to head back? You're supposed to be enrolled in the other school. Their entrance ceremony is probably starting soon. Are you gonna be okay here? Shiroko, Nodomi, smile! Cheese. Do we really have to do this? Duh, when you've got something to celebrate, you have to commemorate it with a pig. Just like you, May. Oh. But you know, isn't it hot, Shiroko? Why don't you take the scarf off? No, I'm okay. Abydos Foreclosure Task Force. There we go. This is now the official Abydos Foreclosure Task Force room. Yes. Yeah, you can count on me. I've come up with 8 different plans. Plans? What kinds exactly? Rejected. Yep. Now please hear out my plan. I'll use this go-kart to double rejected. Huh? What is this? Did you guys activate some kind of reminiscing mode? Ayane snapped me out of it somehow. I think we feel a bit left out since we're reminiscing on times when we weren't around, but I understand it's kind of privileged for upperclassmen. Heh, you could put it that way, but I can remember when Ayane and Serika first joined too. Yep, they were just the cutest. Yeah. Excuse me, are you all students of Abydos? You want to enroll at Abydos High School too? Yes, we would like to be of service to Abydos' future. Exactly, what was it called? The Revival Committee? Serika, it's the Foreclosure Task Force. Whatever she said, we're joining, okay? So please take good care of us. Yes, looking forward to working with you. What are you doing? Don't pull us into your reminiscing mode. That sounds like that didn't happen. Yes, with this, our 5-member Abydos Idol plan commences. Leave this old-timer out of it, that's a job for the youngins. Then maybe a 2-member group comprised of fresh first-year students? Yeah, I like that. Now I can get behind that. I'm getting excited. What are you plotting? Stop talking about us like we're fresh produce. I agree, if we do it, we all need to do it together. I absolutely don't want the Foreclosure Task Force to disappear. Nonomi? I would say there's really only one possible option. We'll find a way to successfully attend the General Creditors meeting. That'll mean forfeiting either the Abydos Student Council or the Foreclosure Task Force. I know it's just a name and it doesn't matter too much at the end of the day, but I still just don't like the idea of the Foreclosure Task Force being gone. I was able to find the strength to stay in Abydos thanks to Shiroko, and it's thanks to her along with everyone else that Hoshino is able to laugh and smile every day now. The Foreclosure Task Force, it means more to me than just its name. Nonomi. What do you think, Shiroko? Me? To me, the Foreclosure Task Force is the most important place in the world. I know that. Even if you don't say it out loud, the Foreclosure Task Force is everything to you, isn't it? Well, but if you flip the situation around, isn't it the same for you, Hoshino? Me? The Abydos Student Council, it must be filled with memories of you and President Yume. Memories we can't even begin to understand or know. It's too much to think of about all of that going away. And no, don't sweat it. I'm not really the type to cling to things like that, you know. That's not you. You never gave up your association with the Abydos Student Council even after we made the Foreclosure Task Force. You've always been a part of the Foreclosure Task Force, but also the Abydos Student Council. Are you really okay with letting go of your past tie to Yume? President Yume, Hoshino? I'd be lying if I said all that meant nothing to me, but didn't you refuse to take on the role of president for Yume? Ah, jeez, yeah, I felt like I'd be accepting Yume's death if I became president. So you're not wrong there. But I can say one thing for certain. Preventing the train cannon from falling into the hands of the villains is more important than preserving a name. I might never find out why Yume wrote that contract or what even happened, but Hoshino, you can't live your life being suspicious of everyone you come across, accepting violence and lies as the norm, using them for your own gain. If we do that, one day we'll wake up and realize we become the people we hate the most. You're right, we might be able to save Abydos using your methods, but it won't be our Abydos anymore. I can't bear the thought of Abydos becoming synonymous with lies and violence. Of it becoming somewhere we can't trust our neighbors. This train cannon of theirs, it's a direct contradiction to the kind of Abydos Yume was trying to build. So I have to find the train cannon and destroy it. For that, I'm okay with letting go of a name. And if I had to choose one, I think the Foreclosure Task Force is better. Because the Abydos Student Council is just me now, but the Foreclosure Task Force is Shiroko, Nonomi, Ayane, and Serika. It feels like the right choice. But still, we have to focus on the problem at hand, Nonomi. And our problem is that, regardless of if we're the Foreclosure Task Force or the Abydos Student Council, we still have to find a way to make it to the General Creditors meeting. Our priority isn't names. It's figuring out how to get past hundreds of troops and get inside the building. You're right. Yeah, understood. We all on the same page? Yes, it's settled. Tomorrow at noon, we'll break through the private equity fund's troops guarding the Abydos Student Council, Abydos Central Station District Office, and certify the continuation of the sales contract. But how exactly are we going to do that? Figuring that out will be our next step. To start, none of this will be possible without Sensei's help. In reality, even with Sensei's help, it's going to be difficult. Speaking of, have you heard them yet? Sensei said they'd be coming by today and it's pretty late already. You're right, but I'm sure they have a full plate. You don't suppose something happened to them, do you? Yeah. What is it, Ayane? You okay? The news? And now to our next story. Early this morning, an unexplained explosion rocked the chalet building located in DU. Authorities have confirmed that Kuroko sensei was inside the building at the time of the incident. What? They were swiftly transported to the hospital as speculation continues to swirl about the cause of the building's explosion. Doctors. Hostage? I'm back. Shiroko? Welcome back, Shiroko. Can you get the door behind you? The wind's blowing in. Yeah. Welcome back, Shiroko. You washed up and got back here so quickly. Oh, could you grab the light too? I need to start waking up. You're gonna get yourself in trouble ordering Shiroko around like that, Serika. What? I wasn't being bossy or anything. Everyone gets a little lazy about turning on the light switch. Any news on Sensei? No, nothing new yet. All we know is that Sensei's in the hospital. No serious injuries, but they haven't woken up yet either. I suppose we can be grateful they came out of such a terrible accident relatively unscathed. It's like miracles follow around in Sensei's shadow. I'm glad they're okay. For now, we're gonna have to assume we can't get any support from Sensei though. We have to figure it out on our own, some kind of way to secure the right to the train cannon and make sure it never moves again. Can we request aid from another academy? No, that's not something we can pull off without Sensei. There's no time anyway. If we want to make it all the way to the central station on time for the meeting, we need to leave now. I'm not mentally prepared for this. I don't see Nonomi. Where'd she go? She stepped out for a bit. She says she has something to take care of. That was a while ago, no? She should be back by now. What's going on with her? I can't help but worry a little. Is she considering her butler's offer? Butler? I came alone, as promised. I can confirm. So? I trailed you after you departed Abydos. No one followed. You? Where's Butler? I'm here, miss. I was surprised by your request. I didn't think you would reach out to me. Did something happen? But perhaps you've changed your mind? You wish to return to Highlander and become president? At last, you've made the correct choice. This way, Nephthys will be able to take full ownership of the train cannon without a problem. No, that wasn't my intention at all. I won't leave the Foreclosure task force. What then? What was the purpose of all this? Even if I don't become Highlander Student Council president, Nephthys must have some way to solve the train cannon ownership issue. Nephthys is a member of the private equity fund and a partner with Highlander, so they're a majority holder in the private equity fund. If Nephthys focuses all its power and authority on this problem, surely. Both the Foreclosure Task Force and the Abydos Student Council are irreplaceable, precious things to Shiroko and Hoshino. It may just be a name, but if there's some way to protect them anyway. Ha! Ha ha ha! You truly are the picture of naivety, miss. Your view of the world is so shallow. In other words, you like to get exactly what you want with zero cost or sacrifice to you. Do you understand, miss? There's no such thing as a free lunch. Everything is give and take. You can't solve anything with your unreasonableness. Do you really expect people to listen to this nonsense? You don't understand how the real world works. You're no different from when you were in middle school. I've told you the solution already. Return to Highlander Academy, then everything will be solved. That's... You know, I could forcibly re-enroll you right now, but I didn't want to do that to you. Well, of course, there is a solution we're working on. A way to keep the train cannon from the private equity fund. What is it? Beg for forgiveness, miss. Apologize and beg for forgiveness for defying the Nephthys group and causing us harm. Do that and I'll tell you. Hey, don't interfere, soul. This is important. Yes, understood. I apologize, Butler. Everyone at Nephthys. I'm sorry for all the damage I caused. Good, very good. Some of my anger is finally dissipating. I suppose that was satisfactory. I'll tell you our plan now. Our original plan was as follows. We believed that once the Foreclosure Task Force became aware of the train cannon, they wouldn't be able to ignore the situation. Its very existence goes against their morals and values. With help from their ever-present ally, Sensei of Chalet, they would do their utmost to attend the general meeting and maintain the contract. Just like that, Student Council President, they'd attempt to maintain Abydos' ownership of the train cannon or even find a way to destroy it. That Sensei, we've seen the reach of their power. Allowing that path would have been dangerous. The Foreclosure Task Force, supported by Chalet, could not even be stopped by Kaiser PMC, and that was all done without Takanashi Hoshino. And so, the private equity fund gathered an enormous number of troops in Abydos. They probably thought even the mighty Chalet wouldn't be able to break through that kind of force. But Sensei, and all of you would likely be undeterred even by that. Which is exactly what we hoped for. What? It doesn't matter to us who wins. What matters is that a clash between Chalet and the private equity fund would cause great losses on both sides. As the two forces battle to their destruction, we would send in our allies and eradicate both the private equity fund and the Foreclosure Task Force in one fell swoop. What do you mean? Your allies, doesn't that mean? Yes, our ultimate goal is to eliminate that private equity fund and monopolize the train cannon. That, from the very beginning, that was your plan? Absolutely. The train cannon was ours to start with. Ours, we won't let anyone take it. With it, we'll be able to accelerate Nephthys' revival by at least 10 years. Who would have thought that the scrap metal we just started, thinking we'd been scammed, would actually be operational? However, it seems that Sensei has not returned to Abydos yet. The Foreclosure Task Force will not be able to successfully attend the meeting without Chalet's existence. It was beginning to worry the plan was falling apart. But I didn't think you would help us like this. You've been used, miss. That's how it was. Why? Yume, why? Where are you? I'm sorry. Please. Please. Yume, I'm sorry. Yume. Oh. Like the first time you ever see Hoshino cry. I guess you didn't find what you were looking for today, again. And tomorrow, you'll wander through that wasteland again. Day after day, without ever tiring. Why? Why? For what? It would have been better if I had just forgotten everything and left Abydos. If I had written off everything that happened here as a dream and forgotten it, then at least there would have been no pain. Why? Why did I decide to remain here? Yes, I should have dismissed it as a dream, let it slip from memory. Hoshino. Well done, soul. Take Mrs. Student ID and credit card. Was the offer to return to Highlander and become the Student Council President a lie? Naturally, it wouldn't benefit us to put someone who refuses to follow orders in power. She would serve as an excellent hostage instead. The family's heir as a hostage? Yes, the board authorized this course of action. Of course, we have no plans to harm her. Now we'll contact the Foreclosure Task Force and demand they attend the General Creditors meeting. If they refuse to listen, we only need to threaten to transfer Nonomi to Highlander Academy. To what end? You don't wish for them to maintain their contract, do you? Of course not, the exact opposite. We will have them confess that Kuchinashi Yume and Takanashi Hoshino's Abydos Student Council was a counterfeit organization. I see. Regardless, without Shally's assistance, the Foreclosure Task Force will likely be unable to reach the meeting, but that won't stop them from doing everything in their power to recover Nonomi. And the more chaos they cause, the more opportunity for us to eradicate the private equity fund entirely. And even if they are successful in their assault on the private equity fund's blockade, they'll simply be forced to renounce the previous student council, and the train cannons will fall into your hands. A rather perfect plan. Then please move Nonomi to the promised location. I will go contact the Foreclosure Task Force room. I'm sorry, Hoshino. I made a mistake. Shiruko Ayane Serika. Hoshino. From the beginning, I never should have come here. I am a member of Nephthys, a perpetrator. I stay purely out of guilt, so it doesn't matter if I return to Highlander. I only wish that all of you can live guilt-free, unshackled. Please don't reject President Yume and the Abydos Student Council as something fake because of me. Since it will help, and you'll find a way to destroy the train cannon, I believe in you. And that's your current situation, Takanashi Hoshino, Foreclosure Task Force. Find a way to attend the General Creditors meeting and confess that the Abydos Student Council was a counterfeit organization. You will certify that all activities concluded by Takanashi Hoshino and Kuchinashi Yume's Student Council were unauthorized. Only then will Nonomi be allowed to stay with you all, rather than the Highlander underground prison. The sun is rising. There's not much time until the meeting. I hope you make a wise decision. Nonomi. That's Nonomi. So that's how things are shaking out. Hoshino, where are you going? I need to leave now. We'll have to do as he says if we want Nonomi back. What? You want to listen to that jerk? I won't lose another person I care about. I've already lost Yume, and if I fail, Nonomi too. But against that kind of force... She's right. We need to wait for Sensei. They're going to come help. I know it. No one's waiting for anyone. I'm going alone. Huh? What? What do you mean alone? You're going to break through that blockade all by yourself? Yeah, I can do it. I've decided. You'll take care of the private equity fund, fight off Nephthys, and rescue Nonomi? Gah. What do you mean, gah? How are you gonna deal with that fallout? What fallout? I go in, deny the Abydos Student Council, and then I won't be the president anymore. I'll dismantle the private equity fund, destroy the train cannon, and none of it will fall in the Foreclosure Task Force. What kind of solution is that? What about you? Well, for me, it'd be suspension, a chat with the Corrections Bureau, expulsion, I guess. I guess leaving Kyoto's would be the final step. That's why you guys are going to stay put. You guys? What exactly do you mean by you guys? You guys, as in the Foreclosure Task Force, isn't that obvious? The Rio Student Council approved by Sensei. This way, everything will be tied up nicely with a little bow on top. Huh? Shiroko? Who are you shooting at? That's dangerous, Shiroko. Meet me on the rooftop. It's a showdown. What is even happening? A showdown? A showdown, eh? It's been a minute, hasn't it? Am I in a teen drama right now? I've got butterflies. Wait, Hoshino, Shiroko? What is happening right now? This is ridiculous. What should we do, Serika? We gotta follow them, duh. You and Us. Alright, let's see here. Um. Ugh. Shiroko lost. Shiroko? Even Shiroko is no match. Has the gap in power always been like this? It seems you've grown even stronger, Hoshino. You really are strong, Shiroko. But you're going to outdo me in no time at this rate. There we go. You satisfied, Shiroko? Hoshino. Back then, I thought the whole world was against me. But then Nonomi saved me. Without her, I probably would have fallen, become a criminal. I never would have met Shiroko. I met Nonomi and Shiroko, and that's how the Foreclosure Task Force came to be. That's how they saved me. That's why I can't just pretend Nonomi's time with the Foreclosure Task Force wasn't real. I can't let her make herself the bad guy, or let her believe she never deserved to be here. So I'm going to go and bring back Nonomi safely. None of that will matter if she has nowhere to come back to. That's why you guys need to stay here. I'm sure there's a way. If we wait for Sensei, there has to be a way. You're not wrong. Yeah, sure, with Sensei's help, we'll be able to beat anything that comes our way. But not even Sensei can undo the past. It's the same as not being able to bring back the dead. His train cannon, the antithesis of Yume's dream for Abydos, the ongoing war with the private equity fund. It all originates from the Abydos Student Council's mistakes. If Yume had found out about this train cannon, she would have come running for help to destroy it right away. That's just who she was. But I wasn't there by her side. So I can't begin to pretend I knew what Yume was thinking with this contract. Maybe she was hoping the train cannon would be impossible to find in the Abydos desert. That's why I'm going to finish this. I'll do what I couldn't 2 years ago. The train cannon is a symbol of Abydos' Student Council's darkness. There's no reason for the Foreclosure Task Force to involve itself. Nonomi shouldn't be shouldering all this guilt. Shiroko, you have no obligation to take on older responsibilities. This is my cross to bear. Don't go, Hoshino. I'll never be able to know what kind of person Yume was. The only memories I have are of the Foreclosure Task Force, so I'll never know what happened to her. I can't pretend to understand your feelings, or the person you were in the Abydos Student Council. I'm sorry for that. But to me, the Foreclosure Task Force is everything. It's all I know. Don't reject it, Hoshino. Why? Why do you keep referring to the Foreclosure Task Force as you guys? Shiroko. It should be we, right? Not you guys. So why? Sorry, Shiroko. I have to go. Stop kidding around. Ayane. Oh. So you're saying you're going to go without us? Oh. Whoa. This is no different from what happened last time. Ayane? Where did all these water clouds from? Do you completely lack the ability to learn from your mistakes? You intend to repeat the same cycle over and over? You're acting irresponsibly, it's completely careless, and everyone else will shoulder that burden. We just barely made it out last time, and only thanks to Sensei. Now you're going to run off and make the same exact mistake? Are we going to see Ayane's famous table flip? Well, this is about right. You sure do get things done when you set your mind to it, Ayane. So that's how it's gonna be. A 2-on-1 fight against Serika and Ayane? I guess I won't be able to call myself your upperclassman if I don't give it my all. Yes, I'll prevent this ridiculous, idiotic, reckless behavior no matter what it takes. Brace yourself, Hoshino. A Vice Student Council President's orders. You know, Hoshino. You know, I had to pinch my cheek to make sure I wasn't dreaming when we first met. I couldn't have been more thankful to have an underclassman that was so cute and reliable by my side. I've never had a way with words, but if I had to explain it, I would say that spending time with you feels like a miracle. But we see each other every day. I saw you yesterday, I saw you today, and I'll see you tomorrow too. What's the big deal? I know that, but miracles are supposed to be incredible and rare, aren't they? Well, no, not always, Hoshino. That's what I believe. There are a lot of things about life I don't understand, but this I'm sure of. One day, Hoshino, you're going to have cute underclassmen of your own, and when you do, being able to see their faces every day, make memories together today, tomorrow, and the day after that, you'll find that these simple, seemingly insignificant everyday moments are the true miracles. Having underclassmen in a school like this, that'd be the real miracle, especially considering how everyone's leaving the district. I mean, are we even gonna have new students? That's not what I meant, Hoshino. I'm trying to say that everyday life. Okay, if you say so, Yumi. Yeah, so if you miraculously end up with some adorable underclassmen, Hoshino, pinky promise you'll take good care of them, okay? Alright, I got it. Promise. Oh, my legs are giving out. I really gave it my all. I really gave it all my all. And we didn't even leave a scratch? How? They lost Hoshino? Even with all that? I'm sorry, Ayane, Serika. I couldn't exactly take it easy on you with 3 combat helicopters. You're right, though, Ayane. I haven't changed a bit. I really am sorry. Apologize to Sensei for me, will you? This old timer just keeps making the same mistakes. It's okay if you hate me for this. You're Abydos' future, Ayane, Serika. You're the only ones who came here because you really truly cared about Abydos. That's why I have to protect your future. That's my job as your underclassman after all. But this is too much. You can't denounce the old student council and its president as fake. And all by yourself? That's alright, Serika. Yeah, this is the way it should be. I'll graduate one day, you know? When that happens, it'll be your turn to step up to the plate, be responsible for Abydos. That's the way the world works. I, as your upperclassman, have to protect you, force the way for you to walk towards your future. And you underclassmen will outgrow me one day and keep on walking forward. You, the Foreclosure Task Force, have to keep moving forward to Abydos' future. Once I make the train cannon disappear, everything will be resolved. Abydos' threats, the past student council's mistakes, the district corporation's dreams, it will finally be done with. After that, you'll all be just fine. Nonomi, Shiroko, Serika, Ayane, I know you'll do great. It's okay if you miss Abydos Student Council fades into the past. That way, the Foreclosure Task Force and Sensei can walk the path to make a new future. Go forward into the future, to the light. That's the will of the departed final Abydos Student Council President. And the order of the Student Council Vice President, Takanashi Hoshino. Everyone okay? Shiroko, you're the most injured out of all of us. Are you okay? Yeah, is Hoshino gone? Yes, we couldn't stop her. She was too strong. And I wasn't strong enough. What do we do now, Shiroko? I don't know. I've never seen Hoshino like that before. It's like, how do I put it? If I remember correctly, the contract Yume wrote. Yes? Today is the 2-year anniversary of the contract signing. Which means today is the day Student Council President Yume disappeared. Ponytail Hoshino. Ponytail Hoshino is so cool. All set. Let's go rescue Nonomi. And finish what I couldn't 2 years ago. Next episode, Counterattack. Oh, that's where Nonomi got locked in. It's not the best of conditions, but please bear it for the time being, miss. Who on earth? It's me. The Foreclosure Task Force will strike soon. Things are proceeding smoothly. We must be fully prepared and... Nephthys has betrayed us. As expected, they've showed their hands sooner than we thought, and those Abydos punks really are a threat. All is well, I'd simply double the security. I see. It's fine, we've been expecting this betrayal. Whether it's Chalet or the Foreclosure Task Force, I'll take care of everything. Confirmed. I'm doubling the barricade heights and setting up anti-tank mines as an extra precaution. Understood. Ha! A train cannon? You've got to be kidding me. I have no interest in an outdated weapon. Our focus is on the transcendent technology used to create it. If we get our hands on that, we could build weapons unlike anything Kubotas has ever seen. After all, this is the work of the genius tyrant emperor. Understand, I'll increase the number of market guards. Nephthys betrayed us. A blessing in disguise. We'll use this opportunity to reclaim the business that Kaiser Loans overtook. Sis Sensei. Bleh, overseer? What do you want? Do you know what time it is? Eh? Emergency situation? War? What kind of stuff are you spouting? Like what? We're finally getting the wheels rolling on the train's desert railway construction? So what's all this war stuff about? Alright. Hikari, there's the big battle coming. Full speed. Huh? Open your eyes. Kuroko-sensei, you're finally awake. Sit up in the bed. What a relief. You were caught in a huge explosion, but miraculously, you didn't suffer even a single scratch. But you'll need strict bed rest to combat the exhaustion. Huh? Sensei, where are you going? I have to get to Abydos. Yes, we understand you're a very busy person, but don't overdo it, okay? And before you go, make sure to stop by the front desk to pay your bill. Okay. Helicopters are in flames on the field. Sensei. Hoshino is... Let's head into the classroom first, everyone. Okay. I'm a mess anyways. Let's wash up first. We agreed to regroup in the Foreclosure Task Force room after cleaning up the area. Hoshino left on her own. Yeah, she told us not to follow her. I couldn't do anything to stop her. I'm still too weak. Don't beat yourself up, Shiroko. It doesn't suit you at all. And it's not that you're weak or anything. Hoshino's just way too strong. Yeah, you're sweet, Serika. What the heck? Isn't this normally when you make fun of me? Okay. What do we do, Sensei? How do we stop Hoshino? Using force was completely futile. She even pulled rank on us, saying that this was an order from the Vice President. In other words, she's declaring the previously ambiguous status of the Abydos Student Council. She's declaring herself a member of the Abydos Student Council, of which President Yume, the principal of the contract, was a member, so the responsibility falls on them and not the Foreclosure Task Force. Hoshino intends to shoulder everything on her own, rescuing Nonomi, finding and destroying the train cannon, and all of the following consequences. Do we really have no right to be a part of Hoshino's fight? To stop her from doing this? While Hoshino decides her cherished path and Nonomi, one of our own members, is in danger, our role is to wait anxiously on the sidelines? Do you want to stop Hoshino? That's a given. Nonomi is a member of our Foreclosure Task Force. It's only right that we save her together. Exactly, we can't let Hoshino fight this fight alone, and it's an issue concerning the legitimacy of the Foreclosure Task Force. Yes, that's right. What matters the most is bringing Hoshino back. She's making the same mistake as before, shouldering our burdens on her own. If we can't make her understand that, it's pointless to try to physically stop her. Right now, Hoshino is focused on carrying out President Yume's will, even if it means abandoning us. Exactly, she's chasing the shadows of the past, not looking at the people by her side. I feel like I'm in a daytime soap opera. But how in the world are we going to convince Hoshino to come back? Actually, more importantly, how are we even gonna stop her? Now that Sensei's here, we can figure something out. Will we be okay with just us? We have to be. This is the Foreclosure Task Force's issue, so we have to stop her. Our issue? I guess we don't have any other choice then, right? Yes, let's review the problems we need to resolve. First and foremost, our priority is to save Nonomi and prevent her from being forcibly transferred to Highlander Academy. However, since we have no intel where Nonomi is being held, Our only option is to follow Nephthys' orders and deny the Abydos Student Council. But the private equity fund forces will do everything they can to stop us from attending the meeting. That's correct. And we need to stop Hoshino as well, who is currently acting alone. There are 3 main reasons we need to stop Hoshino. First, Nonomi is a member of the Foreclosure Task Force, and it's our responsibility to save her. If we fail in this duty, we deny the very purpose of the Foreclosure Task Force. Next, even if it's Hoshino, the private equity fund's troops are too numerous for one person to handle. Hoshino could be fatally injured if left to act alone. And lastly, we have a responsibility to ensure that the train cannon located in the Abydos desert doesn't fall into the wrong hands. So we're going to need to figure out where it is and secure the ownership rights. Yes, that's right. Those are some tricky conditions to meet. Yes, the past student council and the current foreclosure task force. It seems we're finally addressing this black hole of our past that we've been averting our eyes from for so long. Sometimes it feels like someone is probing at all our blind spots, executing a strategy to target us where we're weakest. A strategy? That may come across as a bit odd. It's only a feeling. No, I felt it too. An unusual feeling, but one I can't put to words. You too, Sensei? I have one more thing to add. What is that? I want to keep Hoshino from getting more hurt, somehow. Just like what the Foreclosure Task Force is for me, the Abydos Student Council is an important place for Hoshino. I don't want Hoshino to have to reject that part of herself. In other words, you want to keep the Abydos Student Council somehow, right? Is that what you mean? Yeah. All while maintaining the Abydos Student Council. Sorry for being stubborn, Sensei, but no, Shiriko. It's an adult's job to hear out all your stubbornness. It's okay. Sensei. Yeah, I really don't want Hoshino to feel sad. The Foreclosure Task Force, the Abydos Student Council. Ayane? What exactly are we? What is the purpose behind our fight for Abydos? What are we even hoping for? Alright, I know what to do. Sensei? It's time to make your decision and move forward. A decision? Sensei? The Student Council President position has been vacant for a long time, right? Yes? So I'll be holding a special election for the position. Special election? What? An election? Now? What do you mean? Student Council President? Special election? You're right, we just need to elect a Student Council President. Ayane? It's absolutely possible, Serika. Right here, right now, 60% of all Abydos students are president. Yeah, we got 3 out of the 5 right now, but so what? On top of it, this is exactly how the former Student Council President was elected, so it would be entirely legitimate. Yes, it's how Yume became the legitimate president. We're just following tradition and history here. Above all, as Chalet Sensei, I will vouch for his legitimacy. Yes, absolutely. Count me in. I'm going to run for office. My name is Okusora Ayane. I'm running for the position of Abydos Student Council President. What? Since President Yume was elected this way, this election will be considered a real and legitimate one as well. We have a candidate. Let's proceed with a simple show of hands to vote. There aren't any rules about secret ballots or anything. Well, I'm voting yes. Me too. I'm voting for myself as the candidate. Since 60% of the student body voted in favor, Ayane is officially elected as the new Student Council President. As advisor of both Chalet and Abydos, I, Kuroko Sensei, rectify this election. Really? Just like that? Ayane is the student council president? Yeah, she is. But hold on. Then what happens now? Is Ayane part of the Abydos student council then? What about the foreclosure task force? President, please advise. What is the status of the foreclosure task force? The foreclosure task force is now merged into the Abydos student council. What? The Abydos student council and the foreclosure task force are now one and the same. They will be unified under the foreclosure task force. Please refer to the merged organization this way moving forward to avoid any confusion. Makes sense. Neither disappears this way. Isn't all of this a little bit stretch? Is this really okay? It's absolutely okay, since these are the orders of the student council president. Do you have any complaints, Kuromi Serika? No complaints here. As secretary of the foreclosure task force and president of the Abydos student council, I will now brief you on our mission. An iron-fisted ruler. Our objective is to storm the general creditors meeting and uphold the contract left to us by the previous president. As the Abydos student council president, I have the authority to inherit that contract. Kuchinashi Yume, the previous president, bequeathed this mission onto the student council. As her successor, I will ensure that no other entity claims ownership of the train cannon. At the same time, I will also demand the safe return of Nonomi, who has been forcibly detained by the Nephthys group. If this demand is not met, we will consider it an act of hostility against the Abydos Student Council and respond with force. I can find Nonomi's location and then we'll go rescue her. Yes. Alright. What about Hoshino? Hoshino. Ayane? Hoshino, the vice president who is currently causing issues. She'll be demoted to secretary. She dumped her position onto Hoshino? Yeah, that's how it is. Moving forward, she's no longer the vice president. Yes, therefore, even if Hoshino tries to deny the legitimacy of the Abydos Student Council, it would be null and void. A secretary has no authority to reject our existence. Hoshino won't be able to deny us, President Yume, or even herself. Thank you, Sensei. With this, everything is settled. Is it? Once Sensei finds his location, we'll manage to pull off Nonomi's rescue one way or another. And since Hoshino isn't vice president anymore, she's not the contract's principal anymore, so as long as we maintain the contract, the bad guys can't get their trains on the hands of the train cannon. While the Abydos Student Council and the Foreclosure Task Force can exist simultaneously. It's for real. We've solved everything? Yes, there's just one last hurdle remaining. We aim to arrive at the General Creditors meeting before noon today and certify the contract. By doing so, we'll stop Hoshino and rescue Nonomi. This won't be easy, but we have to beat the private equity fund's forces. Okay, understood, Student Council President. Got it, but isn't this gonna be a walk in the park? Wait, but this isn't gonna be a walk in the park. It's going to be hard, but we're going to do it, one way or another. Yes, we won't give up, no matter what. Because that's the way of the Abydos Student Council, aka the Foreclosure Task Force. I ain't got embarrassed now after all that. Alright, you all heard the president. Let's move out. Yes. What happened to all that fire? It's just that I'm not used to this. No, but you were so into the role. Okay, let's commence Operation Capture Hoshino. And Shirako's being way too excited since this all started. Good, it's time to start our counterattack. Yes, Abydos Foreclosure Task Force, aka Abydos Student Council. Let's get going. Pursuit. Oh, that's it. I didn't expect how that Ayane's becoming president would turn out. That was actually really interesting. Well, if you stuck to the end, thank you for watching, and maybe we'll be back when the next part of Volume 1, Chapter 3 drops.